Have you ever had a Jehovah's Witness comes to your door with magazines showing that Armageddon is about ready to be on top of us? If we don't sit down and learn the Bible from the Jehovah's Witnesses, you will die because you are considered part of a false religion. If you're in a religion, if you're not in no religion, you're going to die because you didn't get into their religion. I know. My family got caught up in with them, and we spent many years of believing everything they said. Oh man, they'll have beautiful watchtowers, books, magazines showing, Armageddon, paradise, and all these wonderful things, to keep you in the religion. And you know something? It worked. And some people got out because in 1975 the world didn't end, and they quit. And they was charged as being called apostate because they was teaching other people the false predictions they claimed in 1975 was a lie. A bunch of them lost their homes and gave everything to society, and they thought that all they had was just few months, because in their publication say 1975 was going to be the end, and it says in there that it won't be years. Won't be years. It will be only months or days, but not years. 1975 went, 1976 went, 1977 went, and they didn't even apologize for their false predictions. And down to our day, people don't remember. I didn't remember. I was 14 years old. Because they keep feeding you more literature, more books, and your mind's so messed up that you can't remember what was the thing that was supposed to happen in 1975. It was supposed to be the end of false religion. It's near. Well, in 1975, this should say past. But they're still predicting Armageddon is near. And if predictions of a false religion don't come true, that makes them a cult? Or does it make them a false religion? Truthfully, it makes them both. Because at least some religions don't testify that the world was going to end in 5, 6 different times. What Jehovah's Witnesses has done in their own publications. Is this a lie? No. I seen the dates. I found the books. I found the magazines, the literature. It's all there. You can go on the internet, type in 1975, 1924, 1914. Go and search. You'll find the truth. And it will show you different literatures and books where these dates are from. Don't take my word for it. Do the research like I did. I like this, so I put it on here. Jehovah's Witnesses final level. The life of Jehovah's Witnesses is like a maze. Every time when they think they get close to the prize of living forever, the government body has been showing them their books and watchtowers, and they keep changing the paths of the maze. When one witness gets close enough, they change the path, keep them away from the truth. You can't say that house over there is the truth about their false religion. But they keep changing everything. Just like the new light for the of the generation that Jesus talked about. Say that this generation will not pass when they see the wars starts, false prophets, people claiming to be Jesus, false Christ, all these things that Jesus predicted. And they found out their time of 1914 was running out. They changed it to overlap generation. Wow, man, I'm glad I was around at that time when this news was put out. Because I tell you, I would have questioned the elders, because I remember all the magazines we put out. I remember all the books they put out, that these old men and women would not die. They would not see death. They would be growing younger during that 1,000 years. They would not see death. And also they changed that? Why? Because 2014 was coming up close, and all these people would have been 100 years old, and so they had to change the the meaning of it. And so it's just like this maze. They changed the path again, and now Jehovah's Witnesses can't see the truth that they are in a cult. They can't see because they keep changing the path. I feel sorry for them. They are lost sheep, and they don't have the right shepherd. They only have 8 men claiming to be Jesus, and they are believing every word they say. That's really, really terrible. This is the man that started the whole nutshell. He lost his mother when he was young, so he wanted to know about life and death. Where do the dead people go? Where do the good people go? So he tried to find the right religion, and later on he formed a religion, and thousands of people believed him. Plus he promised them that they was going to go to heaven in 1914. It never happened. After he died, there were so many different governing bodies from 1925, when Judge Rutherford took over in 1916, all the way up to our day. These men here, and I tell you one thing, these men knows that they was part of that time when 1975 was a failed prophecy, and they had to do some real thinking how to brainwash people so they wouldn't remember 1975. But I found 1968, it predicted that 1975 was going to end. 1970, they have things about the world was going to end. I mean, all the way up. They had books, shows you maps, the world was going to end. They even gave talks about at the assembly halls that the world was going to end. I downloaded some of those talks. Nathan Norn was at the district assembly when Fred Franz gave the talk how the world was going to end in 1975. And if you have any doubts and don't believe in them, well, that would have been your loss, because they were saying that they knew. God gave them that information. It was God who told them that this was going to happen. But here's the problem. Jesus said the time and season only belongs to the Father, because the disciples asked him when it was going to happen. So if his disciples did not know when it was going to happen over thousands of years ago, how in the world would these men would know when the world was going to end in 1975, when Jesus said neither he, and he was talking about the angels and men here on earth, would not know when it's going to happen. So that means these guys are false prophets, and it makes them a dangerous cult. This is just one of their lies. This statue is a man that was born in he was a king in 626, and he died in 605. His son was King Nebuchadnezzar after his father died in 605. You want to? This is a new thing that I just found. It says people also can search for Nebuchadnezzar. That means you can find out on the internet, type in this name or his son's name, and find out when Nebuchadnezzar was king. The reason I brought that up, because the Jehovah's Witnesses teaching teaches that Jerusalem fell in 607. So how can Jerusalem be destroyed by his father when it was supposed to be destroyed by his son? Interesting question. So now, are you going to do your research? Or are you going to be in that maze and let the Jehovah's Witnesses keep changing the maze till one day you break free from that maze and search for that truth? I did, and a lot of us Jehovah's Witnesses did. And you know something? We all glad we got out. We hope now you would do the same. Thank you and have a nice day.